Good morning, guys. As many of you guys know, we have a composting toilet and we love it. One of our major things we love that we've done a renovation in the Airstream for because it helps us boondock for longer, it doesn't smell, it's awesome. But we've had one of our first issues with it, actually with our renovation to it. So I'll put the link up above where we changed out the composting toilet so that we no longer had to collect the liquids in a bottle and dump it. We just had it directly go down to the black tank. Well, last night, it stopped going down to the black tank. And so we think we have a clog in the PEX line, which Steve and his dad are outside fixing now. So it looks like we're gonna have to make sure we clean that more often so it doesn't get clogged. I will show you what it looks like when they fix it, once they bring it back in. Still have the composting toilet hooked up right now though, so. Men hard at work. Luckily, we're near Steve's dad, who helped us install it in the first place, so we have some technical assistance with the PEX line. So this was the bottom section that sat across the floor, and that's what got clogged. So they had to cut that off. They're going to add a new piece. They cleaned out the other piece, and now we have a new monthly maintenance task. So this doesn't happen again. Okay. Now you can see what we're working with. This line right here was what got clogged because I was not cleaning it as much as I should with vinegar and other things to keep buildup from building up. And so they took this and replaced it because we had to cut it off to get it off because it was very stuck. This part's all the same and fine. Cleaned everything all out. We'll put the toilet back in and we'll be back to normal.
File this in the, this is cool, but it's not a vacation.
Yeah,
cabinet.
we figured this out last night, which meant that any time you had to go to the bathroom last night, you had to go outside. Luckily, we're on BLM land, so we can do that, but it was still not exactly the most pleasant thing with it being 40 degrees out. So.
I keep teasing you with this, but today should be the day. I know nobody probably cares but us, but those tilt panels are going to make a huge difference in the winter. That's why I'm so excited. And I want you guys to be excited with me. I want you to feel it with me.
Did you say what you're waiting on? Because everything's
Yes,
done, right?
the tilt panels.
No.
Oh, the knobs.
Yeah, everything else is done. You've done everything else, right? Tell them what you did.
The aluminum, I'm going to describe all this with you once I get the knobs in place and everything's done, everything's working, so I don't have to go back and refilm something if something doesn't work. So that's why I'm not telling you exactly how I did it yet. But I will, and I'll show you exactly how it works and how we saved probably 60% of the cost of just buying them outright. And I learned a little bit along the way, so yeah. Go! Patty and I are gonna bring up the rear. Come on, Patty.
Steve finally has all the parts for the solar tilt panel install. This is what we're currently drawing in without the panels tilted. Let's see what happens when he tilts them.
One's tilted.
Now this is with one panel tilted. 2 panels up at 60 degrees, and we're now up to 6 amps coming in. Ta-da!
We did it. Finished, tilt bars installed. We only have these 2 up right now, but we have the bars on all 5 panels, and we're at about 60-degree tilt because that's exactly what we need to be to get to the Utah, actually this is Arizona sun right now. Super happy, worked out perfectly. So let me explain everything that we did. First, you can buy these from AM Solar for 35 bucks per panel. And that comes with the knobs and of course the pieces of metal. What we did instead is we found a screaming deal at Ace. We bought 20 feet of aluminum bars for 15 bucks total. honestly, that price was wrong. We told them about it. So by the time this video comes out, that price might be fixed online. I don't know. But even if you pay full price, you're only gonna pay 20 bucks a panel instead of 35 bucks a panel if you use the same solution that we did. So anyway, we got some aluminum panels, cut them to about 20 inches in length, because what we're gonna do, like I told you in the last video, or like I teased, I guess, is we're gonna store those tilt bars up there at the panels so you don't have to find some other place for it. We drilled 4 different holes rather. We have a 20-degree tilt, we have a 30-degree tilt, we have a 40-degree tilt, and a 60-degree tilt, which is what those are at right now. And this is where these bars becoming more flexible comes into play, because the bars that we could have bought from AM Solar went up to 45 degrees. So that's the tilt, 45 degrees and only 45 degrees. So with these, there's more flexibility within that continuum, 20, 30, 40, or 60, whatever happens to work best at your latitude and the sun. And then what I did is I used a drill press to drill the holes, and a table grinder to sand away the edges so there's no like sharp corners and things that could cut you. So I think they look pretty good. So let me bring you up there and I'll show you how everything works and what it looks like. Oh man, what a view. Okay, we're up on top of the Airstream, as you can see behind me. Let me show you what's going on here. So here is how we're going to store these support bars. As you can see, it's just leaning against this, but it's secured on this side. So this twist knob and this twist knob was the original support knobs for the panels. So we needed one more. So we bought these, and this is what I was waiting for to come in. That's why we couldn't get this done till today. These twist knobs. So once those came in, because I needed something longer, as you could see, this is not long enough to go inside this bar and also to the panel to secure it in place. So I needed a longer knob than what comes with it. So that's what these do. And it just stays here. It gives a little bit, it'll move up and down, but that's really not a problem, we don't think. But if it does become a problem, then we can buy another one of these knobs and secure this bar to this side as well, and then it's gonna be completely flush and completely secured. But I think this is gonna be okay. So we have one of these on each side of every solar panel. These happen to be up at the moment, as you can see. So what I do to put them up is, as you can see, that knob that we bought is down here on this side with a wing nut on the other end, so it secures in place. And then we're using the knobs that came with the solar panels originally here. So you might be wondering how we put these guys up when I want to tilt. This camera needs to be wider angle than this. Let me show you the process. So right now, this bar is how it's gonna be when we store it. First, I'm gonna take the original screw knob with the wing nut that we stored on the bar itself. I'm gonna unsecure this side. There we go. Now let me do the same thing with the other side of the panel so I could actually lift this thing up. Okay, now that that's done, I can lift this panel up like so. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bar. As you can see, it's labeled 60, 40, 30, 20 degree tilt. So I could take the original knob that came with this solar panel, put it through the top here of this bar, and screw it into place. Then I'll take the bottom screw knob that we just bought and secure this with a wing nut on this side so it's nice and secure. There we go. If I were actually going to put this up, I would do the exact same thing on that side. I'm not going to put it up because the sun's actually the other way, not this way, so I don't need it up. But for demonstration purposes, this is how it's going to work. So I do this exact process on both sides of the solar panels for as many panels as I want to be able to tilt. And then to put this down, you just obviously reverse the process. Let me show you. There we go. And this thing is nice and secure. As you can see, we just stick the other knob, attach it to this bar because we use it when we prop the panel. We don't need to use it when we don't have it propped, but of course we're still going to store it up here with the bar itself. Oh, I love that solution. It's quick, it's easy, it's effective, and we don't even have to find a new place to store those bars. Because we have a tendency of losing stuff and it gets stored behind things and it's just a pain in the butt when we don't use it all the time. And we wouldn't necessarily with these tilt bars. But now that they're so convenient, they're literally attached to the solar panels. All I have to do is get out the ladder, come up, and I'm done. I don't even need a wrench or a screwdriver or any other tools. I just need to be up here. Then I could tilt the panels with everything I already have. Okay, that's it for this video. I want this to be its own video because that is just super, super cool. I know nobody is as excited about it as I am. I don't expect that, but just humor me here, bear with me. And I will say, I don't think we would pursue this lifestyle without solar. It's just that simple. I know a generator that works perfectly fine, but it would drive me nuts having to haul out the generator, always have it full of gas, have to listen to it all the time. I know solar is expensive, there's no doubt about that. It is expensive, but there are cheaper ways to do it. We had ours done, but if you were more mechanical than I am, you can do it yourself and save a lot of money on labor. And as long as the sun's out, it's charging. It's keeping your batteries topped off all the time, and it's silent. It is dead silent. I love it, love it, love it. Solar is definitely enabling the way we live. What do you think? Would you boondock and dry camp as much as we do without solar?
No way, Jose. He's hard at work with the solar, I'm hard at work with Christmas presents. The solar will be more useful for longer.
Oh yeah, by the way, we had our Christmas bins out. We're going to show you more later, but we got decorations out.
Well, you saw us redo the bed of the truck. We were going to put it back in the back with everything on top of it again. We were like, why? When in 2 weeks we're going to take it out again. So we just decorated. I'm not complaining. I love it.
Yes, it's all good. And we got candles and all that. Yeah. Again, we'll show you later. I'm ending this video. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye again.
Bye-bye.
That was a more annoyed bye. I don't know if you caught that.
You can tell the tones of my byes.